Last week, we actually got a blog post, and I've been talking about this for a while now. I'm not going to lie. I've been talking about how the PvP people in our graders are low-key kind of psychotic, and they really think that they will get a PvE mode, which I doubt it. And if they get a PvE mode, it's not going to be a PvE mode like they think it's going to be. And Embark finally came out and put the debate to rest, bust some myths that have been circulating around their matchmaking system. We already know this, though. Like, they've been telling us this since the beginning of the year. People just are crazy and choose to not listen and don't want to believe that the game is a PvE game, and they act, and it's always the loud minority PvE people, right? So what I want to do is I want to read this blog again, and I kind of want to give my takes on it. I've been talking about it a lot online, and I've been talking about this before. So we're going to go in. Let's read this blog. So we got the Notes on Matchmaking blog last week, and in this blog, Embark basically told us exactly what the aggression-based matchmaking does. And they also got very specific on what it does not do. So let's go through. Let's read it. So, of course, they start us off. You've probably seen plenty of discussions about matchmaking and arc raiders. We've been reading it too, and we want to bring some clarity to what the system is trying to do, what it does in practice, and what it doesn't do. Okay, let's be clear. Let's be clear about this, okay? What we strive for. So here they basically tell us that while, yes, we want everybody to feel like they can play the game how they want to play it, we also strive for everybody to play fair and for everybody to have fun. We want people to enjoy their play style, and we want people to enjoy the game how it is. They say this, right? So they go on to describe exactly what the playstyle-based matchmaking is. We take multiple factors into account when forming a lobby. One of the strongest is your playstyle across previous rounds, okay? And this is your pattern of playstyle from previous rounds. They didn't really say how many rounds, how many matches. They didn't specify that. But let's just assume that we're talking about a pattern of behavior, a pattern of your play style behavior, okay? Especially as it relates to you and to how you engage with other raiders. It's important to understand that the play styles aren't binary. This isn't friendly versus shoot on sight. It's a continuous scale. So they're telling us there are no such things as binary lobbies. So for the PvE people specifically out there, I really feel like this is for you, because I really feel like that Embark understands that y'all are a loud and obnoxious minority who think that you're supposed to be feeling comfy and cozy in this game all the time and nobody is going to shoot you. And they're telling you that's wrong. You can run into any type of player in your match, whether they are friendly players, which, yes, they will more than likely mostly be friendly players if that's your play style. But there might also be players in there who are not so friendly. And they specifically say this. Some raiders are almost always cooperative. Some raiders are highly engaged in PvP. Most raiders fall somewhere in between. Maybe friendly until threatened, maybe opportunistic, maybe cautious, maybe unpredictable. You never know. And that's the point. They've been saying that for the entirety of the beginning of the game. The suspense, it's supposed to be suspenseful. You're not supposed to know exactly what's going to happen every single raid. And so they gave us a little graph. Our system tries to place you with players who sit closer to you on that scale while still keeping topside from being completely predictable. So again, you don't know who's going to be in your lobby. So this graph specifically shows, and I feel like a lot of people are confused by what this is representing, right? So what this is representing is a specific player right here, one player that is hypothetically on the cooperative side, right? So this player is going to land somewhere in a match between here in here. So it is a very small range, but there is still a range. And they're saying that you can have somebody over here, that's kind of mixed, kind of in the middle, end up over here, right? So it's not binary. It's no only PvE lobbies or only PvP lobbies. That's not how the game works. So let's talk about what it does. There are 2 simple rules to how playstyle-based matchmaking behaves. Similarity is more likely, not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. That means you're not guaranteed to be safe in every single lobby. And for the PvP side, there might be a group of friendlies in your lobby one day. Your behavior shapes your future lobbies gradually. So if you continue to play the same way, naturally your lobbies over time are going to reflect your play style. This is why we see such a wide range of interactions topside. This is why, right? So let's talk about the buffs, the myth busting. Let's talk about what the lobbies don't do, okay? So there are not only 2 kinds of lobbies, okay? There is not, and there will never be. I hope there will never be. So the PvE people can shut the hell up. One shot or kill does not immediately put you in PvP focused lobbies, okay? There are no PvE only lobby servers where other raiders will never attack you. Do you hear that? You have a small percentage. While a very small percentage, there still might be somebody who decides to shoot their gun. And the point is, they don't have to feel bad about it. They don't have to feel bad about playing the game. Your end of round feedback does not affect matchmaking. Your loadout does not affect matchmaking. Patches and updates don't reset your matchmaking profile. Looting knocked out players doesn't affect your matchmaking. We don't matchmake based only on the squad leader. And turning crossplay on or off does not impact the level of cooperation PvP in the round. And that's what a lot of people on console were saying. They were saying, oh, well, I'll just turn off crossplay so I don't have to play with PC people. And it actually came out that people that play on console are actually more aggressive than people that play on PC. So crossplay does nothing for you. So it doesn't make a difference, right? And of course, they told us they added some new changes to the matchmaking system, which is defending yourself now is no longer treated the same as starting a fight. And I actually had that happen to me yesterday when I was playing on Spaceport. I went over to help a guy who was shooting arc, and I shot the arc. And granted, I'm not gonna lie, I might have scared him, but because I scared him, he shot me. And so I shot him back and I killed him. So I defended myself in that moment. And my rounds after that were still friendly. I did have one person. After that, I did the hurricane mode and a freaking what the frick is that new robot called? I forget what it's called, but one of them blew up and I didn't have my shield on because it's the hurricane, right? So I didn't want to damage my shield. So I was super low health and I ran out of bandages. So I was trying to get out and extract, and then of course somebody came behind me and threw a snap blast grenade at me and killed me. So for the most part, even after I shot that guy, after like playing 6 matches, I only had one guy that was like PvP and actually killed me. So the matchmaking system is working. And the comet, exactly, Cryo, the comet. Yes, the comet blew me up. And I had very low health and I ran out of bandages. So the matchmaking is working just how they described it. You're never guaranteed that you're going to be able to survive every single raid. And that's literally the point. So that's a good example of that happening. Defending yourself is no longer treated the same as starting a fight. So if you defend yourself, that is considered a type of play style that the matchmaking will take into consideration now. And low activity rounds carry less weight in your playstyle history. And this is to curb people that go in and surrender off spawn, because people were saying that if you do that, you'll get put in friendlier lobbies quicker. So what they were doing is they were going in naked. They were surrendering like 5 and 10 times in a row in order to be put back in PvE lobbies, and they're considering that low activity. So that type of behavior is not gonna impact your previous match history. So that's good. We don't want surrender spawning, right? That's not how it should go either. So I hope this is clear for the people out there, specifically the PvE people. Y'all gotta shut the PvE people gotta shut the hell up. And people be online trying to gaslight me in my comments, talking about PvP people are the one that complain the most. No, they're not. No, they're not. PvE, I barely see PvP people talking about PvP. What I see from PvP people is common sense, actually. Like I see common sense from PvP people, and people that engage in PvP typically think about the game in a holistic way and think about why a PvE mode would be terrible and it would just ruin the in-game economy. Because why should you be able to farm all those really rare arc parts for free without any sense of danger? And people are like, well, the sense of danger is the arc. No, it's not. We have all these freaking weapons that can kill arc in 2 minutes, especially in a group of people. Like 10 people can kill the queen in 2-3 minutes now. 10 people can kill a bastion in a minute. 10 people can kill a freaking bombardier in a minute. And now you need these arc parts in order to craft things now. That was an update that had came before. So you shouldn't be able to just farm that stuff hella easy. Like there should be some risk when it comes to even farming arc and getting the arc parts. So if there is ever going to be a PvE mode, it's not going to be what people think it is. And people are like, oh, it should be like a story-driven mode or like a campaign mode. And yes, a campaign mode would be great and that would be fun. But even still, you shouldn't be able to farm. You shouldn't be able to just easily shoot arc in there either and keep the parts. So, I don't know. I see a lot of nonsense from the PvE people, and I see common sense from people in the middle and people on the PvP side who actually think about the game in a holistic manner that makes sense. So that's just me. Sound off in the comments. I know people get very emotional about this, and yeah, Embark is trying to really shut people up once and for all. So I hope this does that, and I hope they don't have to keep repeating themselves anymore at this point.